Hello, and today we're playing Warcraft Rumble, and we're going to use the commander Maiev Shadowsong, which is one of the best commanders in the game, and my build is all about overwhelming my enemies and allowing me to collect my resources. As you can see there, I place the skeletons in the middle so they can instantly start to collect the chest. That extra chest is still there. My wargame can be popped out here anywhere on the map and eliminate that enemy squad easily right there. Dropping down that nice, beautiful Dark Iron Dwarf allows me to collect some nice gold to add to my resource bar. As you can see, I'm popping more creatures on the board, and as you can see, the bloodlust is also added to my griffin for my ogre, and it's going to be added to the rest of my group right here, which is going to allow for a lot of damage. This massive squad is going towards my enemy and going to do damage to her base. And let's see, you can see that chicken squad there, but I don't really need to worry about it. I could take that damage, and my turret is going to literally eliminate it. But I'm going to drop down this rogue here just to do a little extra damage. But you realized I dropped it down in time, so I didn't really have to worry about much. And as you can see, my squad overwhelmed the enemy. He was not able to deal with it and got straight up eliminated. I think it's only been 1 minute, which is really nice. One of the things about this build that I really like is that I have the mobility to place most of my units anywhere on the map where needed, and I love the fact that I can collect resources, whether it be the chest, and my Dark Iron Dwarf allows me to place it to collect the mines. That gold helps you really well build up your characters, build up your resources to get a chance to overwhelm your enemies, as you saw in that first game. And in this second game right here, we're going up against James Webbs, who's playing that beautiful Murloc right there. So we're going to re-engage here, drop my Dark Iron on that side while using my Worgen and my little squad there. Sadly, my Worgen was blocked by the skeleton squad. Now, the reason I put the Dark Iron behind was pretty simple, simply because I saw the enemy coming in with a Wolf Rider, and that would have been deadly. Eliminating them out here, dropping Maiev, who does a lot of damage when she comes out of stealth. Now, if you notice, if you're new to the game, Maiev, her resource number keeps going down. The more alliance characters I have on the field allows for her resources needed to go down. Literally, this build is perfect, and I'm already overwhelming James Webb right here. Literally, he only has a kobold coming towards my base, and he's getting chunked. I'm going to drop another Dark Iron there, probably drop Maiev again on the field, but it might be over here in a second, and it is, giving us that nice sweet victory. Now, as you can see here in those two games, I was able to overwhelm my enemies as well as have the utility to collect resources very easily, and this is the best part about this build. However, the Ogre is the only thing that I would suggest substituting. You can substitute it for the safe pilot or maybe a spell or some other character. The only reason I have the Ogre currently in this build is simply because I think to myself, I want to see what the Bloodlust looks like. When you get it in the perfect moment, that Bloodlust does so much extra added damage to your units, allowing you to shred through the enemy as they come to confront you. Also, having that nice AoE blast when he does his attacks, his Kamehameha attacks, is great. Now, as you can see there, instantly collect the chest, and you see my resources shoot up there. I'm going to drop my nice little robot there. Now, the best part about that is that he will revive himself upon death. I'm going to drop my kobold there, and I collect all the resources before my enemy even gets a chance, and I already have a nice squad walking towards my enemy base. Now, as you can see here, the fire elemental is coming straight down the middle, but it's not a problem. He does have a fire naga, which is actually deadly. Thankfully, I dropped Maiev at the right time, which could deal with it. Going to drop my Worgen to keep pressure on there. Now we need to deal with this. Now, the thing is, when you're going up against the fire elemental, he has a lot of AoE, so you do not want to drop weak units, like for example my skeleton squad. But I know there's no way he can really do anything because he's taking the turret and my griffin, and the points are coming back up. So I'm going to come here to collect that chest, hopefully get my dwarf down here to get this other chest. We'll add more resources again, and I dropped the kobold. Sadly, I missed one mine, but I do see that pyromancer right there on the enemy team walking towards my base. I'm probably going to drop maybe Maiev or simply let him come to the base. He won't be able to do much either way. So let's see, we're holding back, watching what would be a right maneuver, and we're going to drop him as he comes a little closer. So he's going to one-shot him right here. Boom, we're going to drop this nice little Reaver and the Ogre to get that Bloodlust going. Now, as you see right there, my Worgen went straight for that Tauren warrior who's on the bridge right there, and my Ogre is doing some nice damage. That Tauren warrior sadly charged into the squad, which saved my Worgen, which was really nice. I actually misplaced my dwarf. I meant to put him on the bridge so he would have collected the mine. As you can see here, we're doing really nice. Now, I could also add the Shaman Orc, which will allow for some extra heals to this build, but it's not really necessary. Actually, thinking about it, adding a giant heal spell could be worth it. Be able to heal up a whole squad. That's a massive engagement coming right there. I'm looking to see if the Worgen will come up in time, but look at those nice chests But as you can see there, we overwhelm our next enemy, allowing us to get our third victory of the day, which is actually pretty wonderful. And we're getting some nice upgrades. I love that dance by the Ogre, by the way. It was really cool. You know, that little cool dance where he does it from Saturday Night Live. Now, with that being said, we're probably going to do one more video, I think, and that should be about it here. Sorry, not one more video, one more game. Got some nice coins right there as we leveled up 390. So we're gonna hit Rumble right here, and hopefully we can find a really nice opponent to face off. I can't wait to get higher ranks in this. I want to get for that Sylvanas mini. Obviously, I'm not gonna buy it. I want to get it all free to show you guys that 3 players have a chance right here. And we're going up against James Webb again, who's actually playing that same Murloc skin, which is really nice. So again, we're gonna start off early with this build, collecting a lot of the resources. My Kobold's already on top, dropping my Worgen right there, who instantly demolishes the Murloc. Sadly, he got that chest and I couldn't avoid it. Now, I'm not going to cast anything yet. I want to let them come in a little bit because those 2 bomber goblins, I have to take them out before they reach anything. Nice little starter right there. That 3-man squad is not going to be stopped anytime soon. Sorry. We're going to look to use maybe our skeletons right here. Might be a good absorber, and they should be able to kill the goblins, and that secondary turret is doing really nice damage right there. Another thing you'll notice is that I'm ignoring the left hand side completely in terms of forces, because taking that other turret just makes no sense right now. Honestly, I have been against probably 2 or 3 players total where it was so difficult to fight going the current strategy, and I had to get that extra turret to win. Now we're already doing some nice damage to his enemy base, which comes in handy, and we're collecting these resources. Look at that one skeleton just doing all the deeps right there. We're gonna drop this beautiful little robot right there, and the Griffin Rider, who's gonna go ham on these enemies. They won't be able to get past because my little guy right there can revive himself in case he's dead. And you can see my Ogre right behind him. Oh, look at that one undead right there, just doing so much damage. Really, he's the MVP of this game. I don't even got to worry about those harpies. They're not going to do enough damage. We're going to add another skeleton squad right here. And oh no, my skeleton, the one guy, he got taken out, sadly. The Worgen is there, and as you can see, my base is totally fine. I'll trade the damage as this massive squad is coming in. Look at Maiev there, ready to charge up some nice attacks. I'm probably going to drop my dwarf right back here because, you know, get those resources. That changed my mind because I think I had enough people over there, so it's a little insult to injury as I take the victory out. And we got some nice points for Maiev Shadowsong. You know what, I just decided we're probably going to do one more game. I just feel like playing this. I've been playing this non-stop since it downloaded on my phone just a couple days ago, and let me tell you, BlizzCon was a lot of fun. So we're going in here searching for an opponent. Now, I do like the Tyrion Fordring build as well, and Jaina. They're pretty decent. I have a couple builds I really like, but right now Maiev Shadowsong, I will say, is probably my top build. I love the flexibility to just place my units anywhere on the map and overwhelm them. Also, I love watching these stealth units just demolish all the enemy units in front of them with that nice little proc. So we're going to collect our resources as fast as possible right there. Going to negate those 2 Murlocs. Now we're going up against a Ren Blackhand commander with Fixer right here. This is going to be very interesting because I don't see a lot of people do Ren Blackhand. Now, his special ability is pretty simple. When you have him on the map, it allows for your other air units to be reduced in resources by 1, I believe. I haven't really used him much myself. Maybe against one of the little NPC bosses. Now, as you can see here, we're already going straight for his base, but we have to worry about the rock golem. Because when he's going to be sending out a lot of these rock golems right there, it means that's going to go straight for my base and do a lot of damage. It's basically a siege turret. We're going to drop our little Ogre there with our Sky because I see he has a lot of Sky units, which makes sense because what I said about Ren Blackhand earlier. So he drops Ren Blackhand, which means he should, if he has enough resources, start to drop air units pretty soon. But we're already taking this guy out like it's nothing. Gonna drop my Worgen there to collect these nice little chests right there. Gonna drop my skeleton army so they can like hopefully save my Griffin Rider. Yes, perfect. They called aggro to themselves, which saved my Griffin Rider, and I think this might be it. I have enough of the squad coming towards, and I'm just dropping more units towards the base, and that Dark Iron Dwarf is tanking it. Now, I didn't actually believe he was going to be so great, but he's such a great character to add. Oh, that instant AoE. It was actually an almost close save by the enemy right there. That's our last game for the day. I hope you try out this build, or let me know in the comment section what builds you use, because I'm trying out a whole bunch of things in game right now. It's a lot of fun. I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. Bye.